Eovaldi bats right after Yordan Alvarez, who digs in against Nathan Eovaldi. It'll be interesting to see how Eovaldi works Yordan. Showed you the numbers. Yordan 5 for 6 in his career against Eovaldi. A couple of walks. Only time he was retired was on a line drive out. So Yordan matches that up with a current 0 for 14, and something has to give tonight. I would think this would be the right guy to get healthy against based on how Yordan has faced him in the past, and the wind blowing out to right could be a perfect storm.
Didn't get the fastball there in that hitter's count. But I agree with you. Even that 0 for 14, you have that in the back of your mind. But when you look out there and you see a guy that you've had a lot of success against, it could erase that memory. Go out there and get you some more.
That ball drilled to left field. Back goes Verdugo. He's going to watch this one go. Yordan Alvarez hits one out the other way over the monster. His success against Eovaldi continues. That one went through the wind and left.
Wind cutter. It's a good old stinger to left. There is not an element on earth that's going to keep Yordan from hitting a baseball out of a park. I'm now convinced.
He won the ALCS MVP with a huge series against the Red Sox, including a lot of damage here at Fenway. Nathan Eovaldi knows these numbers. Yordan does it again against Eovaldi.
There you see it on our Mattress Firm Supermo. Up and away, get those arms extended, let it travel, and just truck that thing out of here to left field.
You know, Verdugo gave it a look like he was about to make a catch in left, but that ball kept going. He never had a chance.
I completely agree.
Because off the bat, Yordan thought he connected. This is the, we showed you the overlay of the two stadiums last night. This is a very similar setup, obviously, to Minute Maid Park in Houston, where if Yordan can just play that green monster game. You don't do it as much in Minute Maid because it's not as extended out to left center field, but that's how, you know, the David Ortiz was such a big pull hitter, but then he came here and started using that left field wall.
Created a second career for him and jettisoned him into that Hall of Fame status. But I agree with you. If you're able to use that wall to your advantage, especially with the power of Yordan Alvarez, him slapping the ball the other way goes over the fence.
2-1 pitch is a slider for a strike. It's 2-2.
Go back to Yordan's swing. He let that ball travel. You can see where he made contact right around that belt buckle as far as depth on the plate. That meant he let that ball travel, and that actually helps him create a little more power, as that power arm, that left arm, is still bent, can power through that baseball.
That ball gets away on a throw that Rafael Devers made on a routine play, not handled by Franchy Cordero at first base. And Yuli's going to reach. I was starting to write down 5-3. That was as routine as it gets.
I did too. I was ready to go. That was routine. And I think Devers thought it was going to be routine too. It's not a terrible throw, but the throw up the line. And I think Franchy Cordero got a little T-Rex arm as he saw Yuli coming down the line. Didn't want to extend into the runner. I think that's going to be on the first baseman, isn't it?
Definitely an error. We'll find out who they gave the error to, as Kyle Tucker will bat. Cordero was starting to slide off the bag a little bit too as he was trying to make that catch. Tucker first pitch swinging, fouls one into the upper deck. Tuck has all 5 home runs and 17 of his 19 runs batted in. Wearing the Grays this year. He's only had 2 RBIs at home. Done almost all his damage on the road as he drives one high to right field. This win is going to help this one all the way back. Bradley Jr. gone over the Astros bullpen and right. A 2-run shot, and the Astros take a 3-1 lead.
Elevate to that pull side and use Mother Nature to give you a boost. King Tuck. Eovaldi's got to be thinking, are you kidding me with these guys?
You've got two of the best young left-handed hitters in the game with the wind blowing out to right. And a guy who has allowed some home runs.
Wanted that pitch up and in. It stayed middle on the inner third. And Tucker pulls those hands in nicely. Barrel and extension.
I don't know if Jackie was just doing this for show, but that ball carried a lot further than he thought. Because he went after it like he thought he might have a play.
Well, I think off the bat it gives the illusion that you do have a chance, and he's played enough right field here. We've seen enough baseball here to know that right field is deep here at Fenway Park. But with that wind, I mean, that ball got above the stadium and carried out of here.
This ball's drilled to left field all the way back and gone. Jeremy Pena, welcome back to Fenway. In front of his dad, his mom, friends, and family, Pena drills one over the monster. What a moment for the kid from Rhode Island.
I've got chills. That ball was annihilated.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back, Jeremy. Hadn't played in the last 4 days.
That is a laser. Looked like a little bit of a cutter, maybe a slider that just got demolished. That has got to feel good for Jeremy Pena. On our Match from Supermo, you can see the cement mixer get crushed. Can only imagine the feeling going around the bases for Jeremy Pena. That smile.
Line drives do not get buffered by the wind. That was a bullet to left. 3 home runs in a span of 4 batters. Here's Jose Siri. He's swinging the first pitch. And it's 0-1. The Tucker home run was impressive because it was a towering, majestic drive. That home run impressive just because it was a absolute line drive, throws a rope. Look at this ball carry.
Jeez.
Jose Siri put one up in the jet stream, and that ball carried another 15-20 feet further than we thought it would.
Well, let's check out the Honda scouting report on Nathan Eovaldi while he's in there. The season comparison between 21 and 22. Backed off on that fastball by a percentage point. Jumped on that curveball by a couple more. I think that's because he's trying to throw more to left-handed hitters. And then you see that slider split combination bumping up just a little bit as the cutter goes by the wayside.
We said in the first inning we thought the wind might be a factor, but it is a big-time factor. I thought that was a relatively medium, deep fly ball by Siri that went almost to the wall in right center.
Well, you kind of watch the way Jackie Bradley, you kind of take that route going across, and then they just start to drift back, and they just continue towards the warning track.
A lot going on here in this inning.
A lot of good stuff.
Jordan with a home run. 2-run shot after the error for Kyle Tucker, and then Jeremy Pena in his first major league game in Fenway Park, his very first at bat. Takes Nathan Eovaldi deep over the green monster and left. Maldonado down to the count 1-2.
That'll get the adrenaline going quick, won't it? That happened in a flash.
It really did. Maldonado into right center field. That's falling quickly, and that is going to be down for a hit. As an outfielder, you have to play deep with this wind blowing the way it is, and Maldi takes advantage and drops one into right center.
Yeah, you've got Coors Light out here right now, so you got to play back a little bit further so the jam shot gets in. Good job by Maldi fighting off that pitch at the top of the zone with velocity and just dropping it in front of Jackie Bradley Jr.
Back to the top of the order we go for Jose Altuve.
You got to remember there should be 2 outs in this inning.
Yep.
That error by Franchi Cordero at first base helping extend this inning and score an extra run.
Altuve ropes one down the line in left field. That is headed towards the corner. Maldonado will dig for third. Altuve will go to second. And the Astros have runners on second and third after the Altuve double. That is just his second double of the season. How about the hitting?
Yeah, it's been aggressive. And the baseballs have been hit hard. Maldonado got a base hit, got jammed a little bit, but that was a good piece of hitting. And now Altuve hits another rocket down the left field line. That drop shot base hit by Maldi is the only single in this inning. Everything else has been extra base hits by a lot.
Moving up on Cesar Cedeno in another category, just one behind Cedeno in doubles now. And now Michael Brantley will bat. Michael can start to think about trying to hit a deep fly ball to right, and who knows what might happen.
No doubt. Get something you can elevate to that pull side. Get a little extra carry on it.
Brantley's not a guy necessarily who takes home run type swings, but in the situation where you can bring a run home on a deep fly ball. Backs him off the plate with that splitter. It's 1-1. Number 1800 for Jose Altuve. Fourth Astro in the history to get to 1800 hits. Congrats to Tuve. Just 2 runs shy of 900 in his career as well. Brantley drives one high and deep to right field. Has he done it? Yes. 3-run bomb. We said he doesn't take a lot of home run swings, but there was one. A 3-run shot, and the Astros pouring it on here with a 7 spot in the second inning.
He's just too good of a hitter not to take advantage of a situation like this, right? Eovaldi is having all kinds of issues with command, and I mean command inside the zone. He is throwing pitches that are just way too good to hit, and Michael Brantley gets one up and in and turns on it and rifles it out of here as the Astros have gone absolutely bonkers in Fenway.
A 4-home run inning, and still nobody warming up in the Red Sox bullpen. This is Eovaldi's inning as he faces his 9th batter, still with 1 out. There's a called strike, 1-1. The Fenway crowd has been shocked to a hush with this offensive explosion by the Astros. Have to go back to 0-4 against the Cincinnati Reds, the last time a Houston team hit 4 home runs in an inning.
Been that long. Wow. That's saying something. That puts a little more of what they're doing into context.
Uncle Mike driving one out to right field. Now Bregman battling Eovaldi with a 1-2 count.
Michael Brantley hasn't been a slouch as far as the exit velocity has been concerned. And we really shouldn't be shocked by that, considering how we saw him start out. What was it, last year? Just hitting laser beams all over the place.
What was the exit velocity on that one?
It was only at 103.2. Strong to quite strong.
A little tapper towards third. Devers to Cordero. This one on the money. And Red Sox fans appreciate them recording the out this time around. That's 2 outs. I think the Tucker one probably gets out without the wind helping. I'm not sure if the Brantley home run leaves without the wind, because his was about 4 or 5 rows deep.
It's estimated 405 feet. It's a pretty good poke.
Wow, that's a good poke. Now the guy who got things going by hitting one the other way through the wind, Yordan Alvarez, back in there trying to hit 2 home runs in the same inning. That one cued towards the Astros dugout on a curveball.
Took a swing like he wanted to.
He's done just about everything else in his young career. Might as well add that to the list. He has now gone 6 for 7 with 2 walks in his career against Eovaldi. And I guarantee you both guys know it. Right?
Oh, yeah. Pitchers will downplay it. The hitters will glorify it.
That ball drilled deep to left field. Does it have the height? Not quite. It's off the wall. Jordan's going to have to hustle. Now he can't get to second. That ball came back to Verdugo too quick. Another laser beam, though, against Eovaldi as he continues to see pitches well from this right-hander.
There is something about facing a guy that you have great numbers against. But again, that Eovaldi is not hitting his spots at all in this inning, and the Astros are making him absolutely pay dearly for it.
Nice job by Verdugo, barehanding and holding Alvarez to a single. We thought Jordan might be able to get healthy coming off that 0 for 14 against Eovaldi, and it's worked out tonight as Yuli Gurriel takes a strike. Yuli reached on that error by Franchy Cordero. Cost Eovaldi a run on the home run by Tucker, the following batter, and also cost him being out of the inning without having to face Alvarez a second time. Now he gets ahead of Gurriel 0-2. Eovaldi only needed 5 pitches and a 1-2-3 first. He has now thrown another 33 pitches here in this inning. Yuli Gurriel drives one deep to left field. Number 5 on the inning. Incredible. The Astros have pummeled 5 home runs in the second inning and lead this game 9-1.
I don't believe what's going on.
That was an 0-2 pitch.
They're going to have to start handing out earplugs in this stadium, because these are loud noises. That is a slider down. That's very similar to the home run that he hit in D.C. on a slider down. But the Astros, welcome to Damage Incorporated.
9-1, 5 home runs. Alex Cora has taken Nathan Eovaldi out of the game. We'll come back with more after this. Colt 45s in Astros baseball. Have they ever hit 5 home runs in an inning before?
Ever, ever?
Ever, ever.
Ever, ever, ever?
Ever, ever, ever.
Holy cow. This inning's still going on, by the way. Wow. This has been, it feels historic.
Tyler Danish, the new pitcher for the Red Sox. That went from a 5-pitch 1-2-3 inning to Eovaldi being out without finishing the second and giving up 9 runs.
My goodness. Tyler Danish reluctantly coming into this game after 7 appearances this season as a 3.72, a good whip right around 1, 10 strikeouts to those 2 walks. Been a little bit unlucky if you look at his xFIP at 2.95. The Astros trying to continue what they started against Nathan Eovaldi. My goodness.
You can watch a team for a week and not see 5 home runs easily.
Yeah.
And now we've seen it in 1 inning in the span of 11 hitters. Tucker being one of them, who hit one out to right, a 2-run shot. Tucker 6 on the year, drove in his 20th and 21st runs of the season. An offensive explosion that has never been seen before in Astros history. A little bit low. Alvarez, Tucker, Pena, Brantley, Gurriel, the 5 home run hitters. That ball hit sharply, but right there is Devers on the other side of the infield, and he ends the inning. But what an inning it was, Blubber.
This is incredible. Just sit back and enjoy the barrel session that happened right here between the Houston Astros and Nathan Eovaldi. 9-1.